Hello and welcome back to Biology, week 2. I want to start this week by saying I am so impressed with our students. Every single one of my students is online on Google Classroom. Every single one of my students is working toward completing, if they haven't already completed, their week 1 work, and I'm recording this on Sunday. So thank you so much. And many students have reached out, some just to say hi, some asking good questions. Please keep doing that. I want to be able to help you just like I would if I was in the classroom. As we move into week 2, I want to clarify some things, both regarding how things will continue to work throughout this trimester, and then also highlight some things that are going to be a little bit different as we move forward. Moving into week 2 and looking back on week 1. First of all, keep going to the Google Classroom and then also checking out the distance learning calendar. You can see I have one up on my screen for week 2, and there are some additional colors that I'll explain in just a minute. Make sure that you continue turning in at least one thing per day on Google Classroom. I'm having you mark as done some of the other things like listening to the lectures, watching some videos, just so I can help track your work and you can track your work too. But every single day, there's going to be one assignment that's turned in for points. So as we look back, last week, you turned in your 20.2 notes. You completed the intro survey, and then also the COVID-19 video questions. Those were each 2 points apiece. And then you turned in your chapter 20 worksheet, and then also answered another series of virus video questions. Those were 5 points each. As we look ahead this week, even though we only have 4 days, we are going to have a lab and then a lab assessment. So you'll turn in the lab and then a lab assessment, and then also another questionnaire and a chapter 20 quiz. So please be continuing to be diligent about checking in every day and then turning those assignments in. As we move forward, it's really important to recognize, check out on this page here. The first thing is due dates. I am bumping up some of the dates because next week we're going to have a test, and I want to make sure that you're moving through the material in a timely way. So that teal blue highlighted information is a change. That due dates are going to be set a day or two from when the assignment is assigned. So please make sure you keep your eyes out for that. Per usual, I'm going to continue highlighting in yellow what you need to turn in that day as the graded turned in assignment. Another change here, if you have items highlighted in, boy, I said pink, but now I guess that kind of looks purple to me. Anyway, pink or purple, that is either a lab assessment, an online quiz, or next week we'll have an online test that will be offered only that day. Please make sure that you pay careful attention to that. And of course, let me know if you have circumstances that won't allow you to take that test or quiz or lab assessment that day, but it is going to be really important that you pay attention to that specifically. And then are also keeping in mind that with this online learning format, there will not be retakes. So make sure you take time to prepare yourself well the first time you take the test. I'm really excited about the lab that you're doing on Monday and Tuesday. We would actually be doing this lab with live bacteria, agar and Petri plates in the lab if we were in class. I have assigned this lab in the past. This is a great virtual lab. And so on Monday and Tuesday, you're going to do a virtual lab. Please do the whole lab in one sitting, however. Also, I would like you to do your best to attend a Zoom meeting, which will be on Wednesday. So I put that in your calendar to be thinking about either joining me at 10 or at 1, and I'll put some information in the stream on how to access that. So then we can discuss your lab questions. And then the lab assessment will be on Wednesday. That's the only day you'll be able to take that lab assessment. And on Thursday, you'll be taking your chapter 20 reading comprehension quiz. Remember, there's no school Friday. So as you buckle down and get ready for this week, continue to do the great things that many of you are doing, just thinking about what worked really well for your schedule, what worked for you as a learner. I know I have two boys, a fourth grader and a sixth grader, and my husband actually teaches math also. So we're trying to organize lessons and get things ready during the day, communicate with colleagues and students, and they're learning. And many of you have your parents working from home, or maybe you don't. They're essential workers and you're doing this all by yourself. Take some time and reflect on what is working really well. What are some things that you need to change to be more effective? I know we decided late last week that we really need to buckle down on that schedule, myself included, making sure we're still setting alarms. We're still thinking about what's the best time to get up in the morning, to get school started. When are we going to do our exercise? How are we going to sit down and eat lunch together? Those are some things that we considered. We also decided to take a family recess, which I feel is amazing. I highly recommend. All people should go out for recess. But last week, 3 days during the week, we took a family bike ride, and we have a lot of new developments around our neighborhood. And so we just went and checked a lot of those things out. I recommend doing that. It's supposed to be really nice next week again, too. I have a questionnaire on Monday. Looks like I glazed over that, where I'm asking you some questions about how things are going. And I really do want you to think about what you can do for yourself as a learner. Be reflective, think forward about really improving as we go. We're going to get a handle on this, and some things will change as we go. But right now I have week 2 ready to go. Per usual, reach out if you have questions, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great week.